Breakfast with Miff J and the Doctor.
Weekday mornings from 6 on Triple J.
Good morning, you're on Triple J with Miff J and the Doctor, and I think it's time to take a random caller this morning.
Absolutely.
Who have we got there on line one?
It's Matt here.
Oh, Matt. Matt who?
Matt Bellamy.
Matt Bellamy from Muse.
That's it, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Good grief. How are you, sir?
I'm great, yeah. It's great to be talking to you again. How are you doing?
Oh, quite well, quite well.
How have you been?
Not bad, same as usual, just on the road, touring around. I'm in Toronto at the moment, just about to do a gig tomorrow night, and then down to America, and looking forward to coming back to you guys.
To Australia?
Australia?
Yeah, well, you don't know?
No, you tell us.
Yeah, we're coming to do a tour there in October. No, it's October. Oh, I've blown it now. No, it's November. I think it's November. Sorry, yeah. I'll be playing in a bunch of cities in your great country. Yeah.
Oh,
Awesome.
Very exciting.
And before you do that, you're doing some great festival in Las Vegas. It's all brand new and shiny with a reformed Rage Against the Machine. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I mean, we weren't actually because we were planning to have a bit of time off during that period. But when I found out Rage Against the Machine were playing, I would have. I would have probably just flown over there just to see them play, let alone get paid to go and play with them. That's kind of like a dream come true, really, because it's probably my favorite live band to watch, and to get the chance to play with them is going to be great, So, and also I love Vegas. I'm pretty into playing poker, So
right.
I'm basically getting a paid holiday to go and play poker and see my favorite band. So it's a good job.
And potentially lose all of your money. And
there you go. Yeah, I'll gamble it all away that night, I imagine.
And do you have a secret shame, perhaps? Like when you're in Vegas, you might be popping along to maybe a Bette Midler and Cher show.
Actually, Elton John invited me to come and watch his gig once, but it was all a bit weird. I met him in the in the Q Awards, and he sort of gave me his sort of private room number and his like a secret name that he has in his hotel, and I felt a little bit uncomfortable, I must admit.
Tell us more.
Well, no, it's a bit weird. It was like, I think it was kind of like, I wasn't sure if, I think he might have been sort of like, hoping I was going to come to his room and, I don't know, a bit of an edgy one, but I think I'll skip that one. Let's put it that way.
Wow, my goodness! Because he's known. Is he known as a bit of a punisher in international music circles? Like he's always kind of just punishing the young up and coming groups.
Would he do a lot of talking at you rather than with you?
No, he seemed very pleasant. He seemed like a very gentle man, I'd say.
So why didn't you go to his room?
Let's just say, how can I put this in a politically correct fashion? I'd rather play poker. Let's say that.
Okay.
Than play poker.
And he hasn't asked you to work with him on any sort of musical projects?
No, he didn't mention that. No, but maybe one day. He's a great piano player. Actually, I think he's a good songwriter. Obviously, yeah. So maybe we'll do a musical together.
Oh, that would be good.
Muse the musical. That
starring
would be...
Elton John as Matt Bellamy.
Hey, what I would love to see, Matt, because you are playing with Rage Against the Machine. Have you ever jammed with Tom Morello?
No, I've never really. I sort of bumped into him once in a sort of in a hallway of a gig and went, "Hello, Tom," and he didn't know who I was, and just sort of thought I was a fan or something. So I'm hoping this time maybe they'll know a bit more about us because we're playing with them. So I'm hoping this time I might be able to muscle my way in and have a chat with the band, and I'll pretend not to be a fan. I'll pretend just to be sort of a sort of fellow musician.
Can you imagine if Tom Morello and Matt Bellamy together, with your guitars and your various effects and your amplifiers? You would be unstoppable. You'd be an unstoppable musical force.
It would be a good laugh. I think he would outshine me though, to be honest. But I think it would be great to have a jam with any of those guys. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Matt, were you at school? Were you sort of the legend? Were you the guy that kind of all the kids would come and sit around and just watch you shred on your guitar?
In school?
Yeah.
Well, I was probably more known as a sort of piano player in school. I was playing like a lot of boogie woogie blues piano. I sort of entered I was a complete sort of like no one was really interested in me in the first when I was like about 12 or something, and I played this talent contest and won some award, and suddenly the next day I had about 2 girlfriends, which was great, and then it went on from there, and I suddenly thought to myself, maybe music is a good direction.
What was your favourite song to woo the ladies when you were, say, 15? What was a big hit on the piano for you?
Well, you mean me playing or playing or playing CD? Or was it me playing? I'll just play like boogie woogie blues piano, because that tends to go down very well, like a little sort of blues jam, like sort of, a little bit of Ray Charles or something. That would always seem to go down very well.
Nice.
It was not really sort of when you're that age, I wasn't really into the sort of the love songs and the wooing and all that. It was just like play a little blues jam and make people laugh, and then that was maybe you get a kiss at the end of the night. 15.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You are on Triple J with Miff J and the Doctor, and we're talking randomly, it seems, to Matt Bellamy of Muse, who is coming to Australia, which is very exciting. The last time we talked to you, Matt, I think you were experimenting with new sounds in the south of France.
Was it that long ago?
Oh yeah, I think
think
so.
so.
Or you'd just been there, maybe.
Was that when we were making the album? It must have been when we were making the album, I suppose. Yeah.
I think so.
I remember you were saying that you were looking for, you actually had to sort of reel yourself in from sort of busting out some of the more symphonic stuff. But now,
that stuff's starting to come back and haunt me again now. There's a few bits and pieces that we kind of set to one side that were a little bit too, a bit too progressive and symphonic maybe for the kind of album we wanted to make, and so we're kind of losing our minds down there. Songs like Take a Bow and Night to Sidonia were probably perceived as commercial singles at that point. When we were in the south of France, that'll give you an idea of what the Take a Bow was probably as like that had a catchy chorus. So there's a whole bunch of other songs that were really a bit more, just a lot of waffling on the piano and a lot of orchestration and stuff, which I think we could probably do. We could extend on that one day, but I think for at that point we were kind of going up the wall a bit, and I think everyone was getting a bit agitated with the lack of rock that was going on. So